Spoilers ahead, adventurers. If you've never read the books about the boy who lived, or haven't watched the episodes of The Boy Who Didn't Die, then turn back now. But really, those books have been out forever. How did you manage to avoid those spoilers? Very impressive. Previously on Thy Staff of Power, the party finally reaches the Chamber of Regrets, only to hit another dead end. They solve its puzzle and bring Tess along, hoping she's the fourth member of the prophecy, but the chamber refuses to open. She's not the tiefling they're looking for. Above ground, the High Quizzer tournament reaches its climax. The troll attacks the school and throws everyone into chaos. Frederick Harley fights through the hedge maze, determined to claim the cup. Meanwhile, below the academy, the party is forced to wrestle with a painful question. What if destiny is wrong? Then everything changes. Frederick and Barry Charter grab the High Quizzer cup at the exact same moment, are magically whisked away to a graveyard where they meet Rick DeMore himself. Frederick sends Barry home, makes one final stand, and even appears to kill the legendary villain, but Rick DeMore rises again and strikes Frederick down in a single devastating blow. Barry returns to Chosen Academy, carrying Frederick's body as the entire school mourns. And in a chilling post-credits scene, we learn Sia's mother is one of the Hallowmarked, much to the party's surprise. What will the party do with Frederick's death? Why are Sia's parents evil, and how will she handle it? And will Harmony Major ever have a boyfriend who doesn't die or cheat on her? Maybe we'll find out on this episode of Thy Staff of Power.
What was given now return, as all true bearings lead to still, not by chance nor wayward will, but drawn at last to northmost wind. By the compass set before all breath, the path was drawn, the end was known. Thread to thread, from spark to rest, no step was taken, not for sure.
Friends, students, and seekers of stories, we gather today to mark the beginnings of Season 2 of Thy Staff of Power. In fact, we are halfway through. We come to roll dice, to tell tales, and to honor the weight of choices, of lives imagined and lives remembered. I am your Dungeon Master, Kyle Lee. In this sacred space of Dungeons & Dragons, we shape characters, witness their trials, and discover who they truly are when actions have meaning. Pretend carries consequence, and imagination bears responsibility. Our story unfolds at a school for adventurers where heroes are forged, tested, and trained before they faced the fractured realms outside. The realms were once guided by the moral compass, but now they await a new generation to decide what kind of heroes they will be. This is a Christian tale, but not a tale of perfect sakes. Expect faith, wonder, and the messy courage of moral ambiguity. So gather your robes, clutch your staffs, hold close the memory of those who have gone before, and let's begin as we honor the passing of our dear Frederick Harley in this episode of Thy Staff of Power, Season 2. We will begin with the sky itself, seeming to lean in, heavy and gray, pressing it down on the spires of Chosen Academy. The hush fallen over the courtyard, as if the very stones that could cry out were just holding their breath. Rows of students and faculty and visiting bards and nobles alike stretch in somber lines. The air smells faintly of rain from this morning, and someone lit incense long ago, and it is long snuffed out, so there's just a faint wafting of it in the air. A casket is raised on a raised pedestal of carved dark stone. It's simple, but regal, only adorned with a wreath of silver flowers. A lone instrument plays, played by a goat. Somewhere behind the crowd, the notes are trembling, carrying the memory of Frederick, his kindness, his laughter, his music, and his impossible charm. Several speeches are made, including from Frederick's mother, who shares about his love for his song, his servant heart, his earnest pursuit of the compass and what it stands for. His father, to the side in the front row, looks on and is in tears, unable to speak to anyone, or even look anyone in the eye. A soft wind stirs, scattering petals across the assembled mourners, and for a brief moment, the world sort of seems to pause. in this pause, I want to ask, how are your characters feeling? And what are they doing? Though Goat has a little bit more of a defined role.
Or we're just like standing in front of those open.
We're at like this funeral procession.
You're at his funeral held at the school.
Is it an open casket funeral?
No,
No, it's closed.
it's close.
Okay.
I think I just sit in silence and ponder. Sit in silence and ponder. Anyone else?
I think I'm also sitting in silence, and everyone is in black, but I am in like a mauve, like a darker, but not necessarily black.
Yeah, the darkest pink you could
The
find.
darkest pink I could find, and I'm just sitting there, just shocked that this is actually happening, especially because we had just talked to him and seen him like moments before.
Yeah. Well, I'm playing music on his lyre, actually. His own lyre. I'm playing, and I finally I made this joke with Jared yesterday, but I was like, I think Go assumed the bar chord was a bar wrapped with a chord, but I think now he finally figured out what a bar chord is.
He learned to play a bar chord. Oh no, I would like to think Frederick taught him how to play a bar chord.
Yeah. Frederick was teaching them, and so now he gets it. And for those of you who play guitar, I think that's when you could do a bar chord. That's beginner to intermediate.
Yeah.
You know?
That's true. That's true. As somebody who was a very basic guitar player, I could only play like one bar chord, and that was it. And I could never get the other ones down, and so I literally that's as far as I ever went.
I think Sia is also seeing this and kind of just is thinking to herself, like, that is so disrespectful that Goat would be doing this. Like, of all people, of all times, at all funerals, like, this isn't supposed to be like your bard time. So she's also just like frustrated seeing him do that, but she's internalizing a lot of her mixed emotions.
So what I will say, unknown to Sia, is that you were asked to do this by the school and the Harley estate, their family, not because they wanted it, but because Frederick was someone who maintained a will at all times.
He would.
And therefore, he, at the last second, changed his will to say, if I die, by going into the High Wizard Tournament, I would like to go to play the song. This is why you were allowed to do this. There's been a lot of controversy around you lately, but to honor Frederick's memory, everyone did so. Now, there are many who share your opinion. In fact, due to the nature of the tournament and what happened, and as you guys quickly left the Chamber of Regrets after trying to solve whatever that sort of puzzle was, you found a troll outside of the dungeons, defeated, and ran up to see what the commotion was about up above, and you saw
My
exactly. You saw Frederick dead.
Dedrick. Sorry. This is somber.
It's okay. It's okay. You find out you found him dead, but when you found him dead, he was still wearing that paladin armor, and the whole school was able to realize that he was both a bard and a paladin at the same time. So the fact that someone who is multi-classing is playing the song is controversial, just say the least. Alright. Anything else we'd like to do or say or have a moment at the funeral? There's no like open mic or anything, but anything you would like to do at this time before we can let this scene go.
I think Sia actually, unfortunately, because she does make everything about her, would raise, I don't know if she has a wand or not, but would raise it and light it in honor of him in solidarity.
I think you could have like a wand of light kind of cantrip and she spot a bunch and like pass them all out for the funeral.
Like I had Doyle and
yeah, you had all of them.
and Claw.
And you just like had them all distributed.
And it's like, wow, see, that was like really nice that you did.
Really such a nice touching thing that you did for them. Yes.
Do we all start doing that? Like,
And mine is pink.
Yours is pink, but everyone else is silver.
I like to do dancing lights. Create a humanoid version of him in light in the sky. That was my course.
Oh, it's true. Good. I think a lot of you with this type of stuff will start firing off like spells that look like light, right? In honor of his memory as his casket is lowered. It was in his funeral that he wished to be buried on the grounds of which he died. Wherever his mission was to take him, that was where he wanted to be. Okay. With that, we can transition from that somber scene to other scenes. A couple of things have happened. The Ball of Jubilee is supposed to take place that very night. What I would like us to all think about and make a decision on is, do we think the school has canceled this event or has continued the event?
I think they probably moved it back a few weeks because of all the... Maybe it's like, maybe not right now, but the students need something good to happen, but let's push it back in honor of Frederick.
Mm-hmm. I think that makes sense. You guys agree?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. We'll make sure that that's the case. Another thing is, now the position of head choir boy, which was Frederick's role, is now wide open. And it is up in the air who will be the head choir boy. We'll put that out there. Another is that we are going to do some downtime again. So remember, you still have one dice, not used, so that allows you to re-roll a failed exam roll. All right. We've been storing up academic score, right?
Yeah.
How is this going to work? We're going to do downtime, and we're going to get to final exams.
Okay.
All right. Unlike before, where I gave you a pop quiz, final exams are going to be based on your grades in each individual class that you have taken. If you have 5 academic score or more or lower, you get an F. If you have 6 to 7 academic score, it's a D. You have an 8 or 9, it's a C. 10 or 11 is a B. 12 or higher is an A. Based currently on what you have, I believe you guys all have up to 4 points.
Yeah.
If you have,
I only have 3.
if you have up to 4.
I mean, you have...
A 4.
When did you get 4?
Oh, so he get
I
4.
was the only one that had 4.
We all talked about this.
What? Because did you add your one for Calvin Ball? Because that's the other big one.
Oh, did I get a Calvin Ball? Was you playing the Calvin Ball? I did.
Oh, from the other day? I mean, I was there cheering, so...
Oh yeah, you would get a point for cheering.
Period.
That's fine. That's okay. We're down for that.
So I do have 4 points.
Okay. So if, for example, you have taken only 4 classes, right? You have 4 points right now. The highest grade you can get is a C. Unless you do some pretty good stuff during downtime. If you have 5 classes or 6 classes, you have the ability to go a little higher.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. But that's how grades are going to work.
Okay.
And we'll see how all that plays out. We're going to do some downtime, and we'll see what we do in that time. But what I will say is every student has the opportunity, if they so wish, to meet with Professor Hegel for some thorobomancy due to the tragic events that occurred the other day. You already have a class with Professor Hegel, so it's totally fine for you to... I'm assuming you're already going to go because it's part of your grade, actually, to go. But for the rest of you, this is just extra credit. And it will count as one academic score if you go. As the school is trying to incentivize people to make this happen. The rumor that you have heard, however, is that Professor Hegel fought for this, and not everybody was down for the Therababancy to be getting a point of grade, or even to have this thing happen at all, but Hego fought for it. And ultimately, the headmaster agreed, you are urgent, and so it is worth an academic score to go. So, what I like to ask is, do your characters go? And then if we do have multiple people who want to go, who would like to go first?
I definitely want to go. Well, I have to go, so.
The Orcish way doesn't believe in this. So, no way. My mom would like rip my tusks out of my mouth if she found out I did this. Alright? So, no, I'm not going.
Yeah, I'm not going either.
Definitely going.
Okay, cool.
I'm just like, anything for extra credit.
Okay, great. Which one would we like to do first?
Should I go since I have to?
So, you'll sit down once again in the aromatic room of Professor Hegel. The moist. Yeah, and he has made it sure that moist just for you.
Goodness gracious.
And he will invite you in and say, please sit. So, Morty, from my observations, you had quite the adventurous past couple of months.
Yeah, you can say that.
You've had many, what I would call almost wins, even.
Sure. Wins, we call them that.
Can I ask them how you're feeling with such a tragic event occurring?
I don't know. I really liked Frederick. He cared about me. He helped me. He even did calm emotions on me when I needed. I feel more sure about myself, yet at the same time so unsure because I wasn't there to be able to defend him, protect him. I was lying and in chambers trying to follow prophecies that didn't even matter anyways.
This prophecy, did you see it in a dream?
Yes.
Let me tell you a story for you. When I was with the Gith, there was a friend of mine who was a very devout man. He loved the compass, and he would dictate every action by it. I always admired him. But every night, he had dreams and visions. And he couldn't sleep. And so when he would receive them, he would wake up and pray, asking the compass for guidance and what was it trying to tell him, and trying to live his life by these dreams. And then one day, I saw him, no bags under his eyes. And I said, "Did you sleep well?" And he said, "Yes." And I asked, "What about the dreams?" And he said to me, "I realized that all of these dreams and visions I was receiving was merely my trickster spirit, simply trying to make sure I didn't have a good night's sleep. And I was spending more time on these dreams and visions than ever the ones I loved. Now, I don't say that to you now as a one-for-one, that your dreams are not from the compass. But what I do say, though, is that if a dream or a vision or a prophecy is from the compass, it is to encourage you. It is to challenge or push you forward, or it is to affirm and confirm the identity of who you are. So if those things that you are seeing are not doing that, then I at least have a question of whether they come from the compass or not. But If they do, then I would encourage you to embrace them.
Well, obviously it wasn't where I was supposed to be. Because I should have been up there. I put my name in to be selected for the tournament.
You did.
And I wasn't chosen. But I should have been. Because then maybe I could have protected Frederick. And maybe I could have done something, but I'm never at the right place at the right time. Or maybe I'm at the right place and I say the wrong things. Maybe none of it matters, does it? Maybe it doesn't matter where I am or what my dreams are. I thought that maybe, being there to help and protect my friends would be good maybe for once, but obviously none of that really mattered because even when I tried, I wasn't there for another friend that couldn't be there. So I think that it's all for nothing. It's all vanity. We live our lives like we're grass blown in the wind. There's no reason to do or try or do anything. I guess it's just the fate of the compass, the destiny, whatever Sia always talks about. So I just don't think that I have it in me to care, to fight, to try to go any further.
Well, Morty, the romancy is not about me telling you what to do. And I hear you. What I also suspect, and I feel, and I know, is that a situation like this, with a friend like that passing away, is difficult. So I ask that you would look and live deep within your own heart and soul. And you sit there for a while, so that you might know and understand what is going on. And that if there is a need to grieve, that you grieve. And if there is a need to celebrate, you celebrate. And there are others like you who might need help. But it is up to you how you want to live.
Done grieving. I've grieved all my life over things that didn't matter. I'm sorry, Mr. Echo. And I just leave.
I'm just waiting outside the door for my turn. I just see you.
I don't even look up.
Yeah, I just see you walk by.
Wow.
Okay, you're gonna knock on the door.
Mm-hmm.
What I will say is you have received a letter beforehand. And it arrived this morning.
Me?
Yep.
Oh.
It is from the, delivered once again by the mail fish system.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Maybe that's where I'm coming from.
and I will read it to you.
Okay.
My dear Ecclesia, or Sia as you prefer, I have received confirmation of the incident at Chosen. Frederick Carteret is dead. You will observe, no doubt, an atmosphere of mourning, confusion, and poorly articulated grief among your peers. This is to be expected. Most lack the discipline to distinguish between loss and lesson. You, however, were not raised for such imprecision. Harley's demise is not the result of chance, nor of misfortune. It is of the inevitable consequence of deviation. In choosing to fracture his vocation to divide what the compass had rendered singular, he demonstrated the precise arrogance that precedes class. Multi-classing is not experimentation, it is a refusal to submit to order and the compass. Institutions respond predictably to failure. Authority tightens, oversight increases, standards are clarified, then enforced. The Academy will now seek exemplars, not sympathizers. Symbols, not questioners. This is where you must be exacting. You have always understood that virtue is most persuasive when it is unadorned. Do not perform righteousness. Embody enlightenment requires no theatrics. Let your conduct be irreproachable. Let your scholarship be unassailable. Let your obedience appear effortless, even inevitable. Unlike Arctura. Others will attempt to distinguish themselves through noise, novelty, or misplaced compassion. Allow them their indulgences. You will distinguish yourself, as we all have done, as you have always done. The compass favors those who do not require correction, and in Hawk will recalibrate around figures it can trust. Make yourself indispensable to that recalibration, with expectation rather than affection. Euteria. Edit words. P.S. Madam Mumsmith is a friend of our family, so I'm certain you will flourish under her new rule. Please come in.
Hi.
And he'll like look around and realize that it's all dank and dark in here. He'll, one moment, and it's like suddenly like
a little tea party room.
yeah, came in sobbed tea party room. Apologies for the need to change. Our previous guest was
Oh no, trust me, I know everything about him. He's been my little project this semester. No extra credit though. I wish. Unlike this.
You were a part of his growing confidence then, no doubt.
Oh yes, I mean, there's probably some other things that helped with it, but I'm definitely the major factor. I mean, look at me. How could you not be confident if I were to influence you in any way?
I see. Well, might I ask how you're feeling about recent events?
Well, the semester's been going good for me. All of my classes have been great. I've been on top of pretty much everything. I mean, there's been some, like, drama here and there, but, like, I'm doing really good.
Really? Okay.
Do I need to be here for the full hour to get the credit?
And you can tell as he, like, looks and thinks, like, he never has been asked this question before and did not consider that. So, but he looks at you and he looks at you, glances at a clock, and he goes, no.
Oh, okay. Great.
So, you're doing wonderful then.
Yeah, I mean, I know what's been going on, obviously. And the reason why we're here and having this session is because of the passing of Frederick. And don't get me wrong, that's very sad. I mean, my friends and I am sure, as, you know, Morty probably recently told you, considering I saw him run out of your room, we were like some of the last people to kind of spend some time with him. He was just helping us with, like, certain things. Nothing too important. But, like, we're allowed to mourn, and I believe that, but I don't think that we should ever accuse the compass of its will and its way. And I think that kind of gives me a sense of solace.
Interesting. Can you tell me more about, have other students perhaps been questioning the will of the compass in this moment?
Well, let me put it this way. I've lost grandparents before. I've had friends lose family members or other friends before. I mean, even my sisters who came to school here, there were students who have passed away, or it happens. It's part of life, you know, life and death. I understand that. I understand that if Frederick's life ended here, then that was the end of his path. And the compass is perfect in all of its ways like that. And rather than sitting and debating and deviating and going this degree and going that degree and becoming wayward in our belief, I think it's just easier to accept it. And that helps me.
Yes, I mean, accepting what you cannot change is a really healthy thing. So I admire that about your disposition. Can I ask, as you've accepted the reality of his death, how has that felt for you?
Well, you know, not every death is a warning. Sometimes it's just a conclusion.
I notice, forgive me, I notice a lack of feeling words in those words. So might I ask, what feeling is behind that statement, if there is any?
Acceptance? I don't know what... Is there a right answer? Was I supposed to study for this?
No. There's no need to study. I'm merely asking just to see what might be inside your heart and your mind as you were doing so. We were talking about the subject. If that is the answer that you have.
Well, I think it's just easier to accept that this is what's going on, given Well, are you aware of just like everything that's been going on specifically within the 4th year class?
I heard much, yes.
Well, then I'm sure that you know all about what Goat did to my best friend.
I have heard, yes.
Yeah, he's a double dapper. Can you believe that?
That is... I have had no therapy sessions with Goat, but I have interacted with him as he is in the class.
Well, you know what? He could use a few. He could use some couples thoromancy classes or whatever. Probably with multiple people, considering he's a double dapper. But with his just like misalignment and continuously choosing whatever he whims, like some other people at this school, it honestly just drives me crazy. If you really want to know how I feel, that's what drives me crazy. That's what drives me crazy. And what was so surprising to me was that when we showed up and saw Frederick's body, I was kind of surprised to see him in paladin armor.
Indeed, yes.
Like, what was that all about? He's a bard.
Yes, it has been confirmed that he was 2 classes. Both a paladin and a bard.
Well, all I really believe is that we don't honor him by pretending that he was aligned. How does that honor the compass? You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of a dishonorable death when you really think about it.
Right, I mean, there are certainly many people who share that opinion with you.
And he died for Barry of all people. Are you kidding me? I was supposed to be in the cup, not him. But you know what? The compass predestines in mysterious ways. Because here I am. Alive. And I'm grateful for that.
Yes, it is good that you're told to be alive.
Yeah, and I think that's what death teaches us. That at least I'm alive.
Well, Miss Works.
I mean, aren't you thankful to be alive? Am I wrong in that?
No,
Exactly. I'm not wrong in pretty much anything.
What I would perhaps encourage you to do is, well, as you have many strong convictions about what you think and what you believe, I would ask that as you pursue those things, ask someone as wonderful and as perfect as you are apt.
Is that in my record?
It is indeed.
Good to know.
As you are apt to do, I would ask that you consider more those things that drive you crazy. And you listen to that part of yourself just a bit more.
So that I can resolve it. That's good advice.
Honestly, yes. Yes, so you may resolve it.
You know, it's funny you said that. I got a letter from my mom today, talking about how I need to be the person who brings resolution. And with it, just everything going on, it's been so chaotic to just, you know, be that person that people can look up to. You know, like to be that person that my family is, and I feel really good after this.
I'm glad that you do.
Because I feel really good about it, do I get like double extra credit? Like, did I pass?
Well, you have received your extra credit.
Okay, but like credit on top of that because I feel good?
No, unfortunately that does not give you extra credit.
Oh.
However, I am looking forward to that extra credit report you were writing for General Adventuring 104. You had quite an interesting angle on that, so I'm excited to see that when you do end up completing.
Oh, yeah. You know, I'm working on it. And meanwhile, like, flashback to my dorm, it's like my enchanted feather pen, like, writing it for me.
Yeah.
Tirelessly working on it.
All right, well, that was an hour, right? I look at my little, like, watch, and it's only been 5 minutes. Oh, well, I gotta go.
Thank you for your time.
And I'll leave.
As you leave, we're just gonna have a one moment of Professor Hegel just go like,
Hey friends, it's Kyle from Thy Staff of Power. If you've been enjoying our adventures and want to help keep the story going, check out our Patreon. You'll get access to our exclusive Discord, behind-the-scenes extras, and here's the big one. You'll be entered for a chance to have me, Dungeon Master, a one-shot just for you.
So if you want to join the guild, support the show, and maybe roll some dice at my table, hit the link in the show notes. Let's keep the magic alive together in the Fractured Realm.
All right. Man, we covered up a lot of time with those therapy sessions, but great job, guys. Okay, I have one more thing to check on, and then we'll do some downtime. How are Goat and Tess doing? And have you had a Jason talk to her after all of this? Not only, of course, have you dabbed? Not only at this point, I'm assuming you have swapped lock pins, and you are now actually in a relationship. These are things I'm assuming. You tell me no. But she was also there in the Chamber of Regrets with you, and she was not the tiefling that she needed. Maybe she's the tiefling that you didn't want when she's in need, and so we need another one who come rise up like a dark knight, whatever. But she wasn't that person. So, have you talked? How are you doing? What are you up to?
We're gonna be taking a stroll down. What would be the Forbidden Forest equivalent? What would be the Forbidden Forest?
The unsanctioned.
If we were to do the unsanctioned, unsanctioned arbitorium, that's pretty close.
Unsanctioned, okay, a arbitorium.
Which if it's an arbitorium, it's going to be like more man curated.
Okay. Yes. All right, we're in the unsanctioned arbitorium. We're strolling. We're dapping.
That's the wildest.
Oh man, I just really like to be out in nature and really take it all in, especially since I've been embracing like the bard side of me. I just feel great.
You feel great, okay. Did you end up going to the romancy with Professor Hagel?
Oh, no, I'm an orc. You don't do that. That's so dumb. Okay, my mom doesn't believe in that, so she gets so mad if I did that. Okay. Like, why do that when you could just beat something with an axe?
Well, I went, and
oh, that's awesome.
That's crazy.
I went, and I thought it was helpful. I was going to encourage you to go, but if you don't want to go, that's okay.
Yeah, I don't really need it.
Are you okay? Given what happened to Frederick?
Oh yeah, man, but dude, he was such good friends with the compass. I know wherever he is, he's having a grand time. So he's happy.
He's happy, so you're happy.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess that makes sense. Maybe you're one of the kinds of people who can move on like that. What do you want to do about, us multi-classic?
Oh, I really think that, Frederick gave us an example that you can be so freaking awesome at multi-class and still be true to the compass. He not only talked the talk, but he walked the walk. And so I'm inspired by that. And so we could definitely multi-class. I mean, my parents still are struggling with that, but they seem kind of supportive.
Really?
Yeah.
You mean it?
Yeah. I mean, my dad's a fighter, but he makes mugs, and there was this creative part of him that he just, got to explore while he was on an adventure for the compass, right? And he discovered that part of him, right? Even though his whole life he was a mercenary.
Interesting.
And so now he's making mugs and hasn't picked up any daggers since. And then also my mom, she's the most powerful warrior in all of the land, right? She can transcend dimension and time. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
And now she's just a stay-at-home mom and made a great houses, because a lot of them got destroyed for us to be in and grow up, and hasn't wielded an axe, only to just cut trees and make firewood. So like, yeah, those aren't like classes, but like, sure, they were destined to be mighty warriors, but now they're like retired and they're just something else, I guess. I don't know. I look at that, I'm inspired. And they both are devout Compass followers.
Wow. Man, I think having the opportunity to be from a family like that could potentially accept that is huge.
You know, I acknowledge my nepotism. And so I just want you to know that, like, yeah, I do have an advantage of knowing that kind of understanding for the compass. But, like, you know, it's cool that you're discovering that too.
I'm really proud of you for using words like nepotism. Yeah, it's really sick for you to learn it.
It took me 3 years to figure out what that was because everyone kept calling me that.
Well, yeah, well,
They kept calling me a nepo baby, and I was like, "What is that?" Like,
you were like, oh my god, I'm not a baby.
I'm not a baby. Exactly. I was like, I'm like a.
They call me a nepo man.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah, well, yeah. You know, I was really worried about our conversation because not everybody around the school thinks that multi-classing is a good idea. I mean, there was that whole musical number in the party that was really, really embarrassing, and I just thought maybe you would just triple down and like be a barbarian or just be a bard, but I want to be a wizard and a bard. A wizard or something.
A wizard. I like the sound of that. But yeah, look at Frederick. He was barded.
Yeah, it was a barded.
A pard. He was a pard. He was a pard.
It was
And he was like the coolest guy at school.
Yeah. Some people are saying some bad things about him, but I don't think they're true.
It's all noise. Every time, I'm in a game of Kelvin Ball, and people are saying bad things about me, I just go la 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 la, and I can't hear it. And then I ball.
Wow. Hey, when you can't hear it, you're singing.
Exactly.
So your singing helps you play Kelvin Ball.
Yeah. And for a while, I was just singing in my head, but now I sing out loud.
Yeah, we sing out loud together.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Right in front of you.
I think we had this thing. Yeah, right there. All right. All right, everybody. So, with those scenes done, we have downtime. So, I'll give you 2 more chances here to take some time to prep yourself for final exams.
Mm-hmm.
The ball is going to be after the final exams are done because they've been pushed back. All right? So, in the downtime, you have 2 points of downtime, and remember, because you have had failed at one point, you have the ability to re-roll one of these rolls. You could save it for your actual exams as well. For every single individual class, I'm going to ask you to roll a dice, and we're going to add your bonus, if your intelligence bonus or your strength bonus, depending on the type of class that you're in. And then we will take that, and if you roll high enough, you will get an academic score, and we'll add them all up and see what your grade is at the end. All right?
So not for every class, but just like 1 or 2 classes, or
Every
oh, okay, cool.
class.
For every class, we roll a 1d20.
You're gonna roll a d20, and you're gonna add a bonus based on your general intelligence or whatever stat would apply.
Cool.
And then we're gonna see if you get it or not.
Are we doing that now or
No, so that's what we're gonna do when we get to the final exam.
Got it.
In the meantime, though, you have some downtime to prepare for final exams or do what you need to do.
Okay.
All right. So whatever that looks like, you each have 2 points of downtime to spend, aka around 2 scenes or 2 actions to take to prep. What would you like to do for your downtime? And give you some chance to think. But if anyone knows what they want to do, okay, we'll start with you. You have some more time to think. So what would you like to do?
So pretty much, I move out from underneath the staircase.
Okay.
And I actually go into like the yard and set up a tent. Right, like in the far off corner. Okay. I don't want to look at Barry anymore. I don't want to be under my staircase anymore. I leave most of my stuff. I'm living on the minimal when my quarterstaff, a blanket on top, like a little tent, and
You got like a little bindle.
yeah, and just
my raggedy Shaw clothes that I first came in. And
You only have 2 pair of clothes now.
yeah,
I burned
Because you burned all the rest. So you
Yeah.
have 2 pairs of clothes.
I have one pair that I had on when she was burning everything, and then I had the one that she gave me. Yeah, like actually a full box of what stuff she gave me.
yeah.
5 boxes full of clothes.
Yeah. But right now, I'm just wearing the one I really came in, and I'm sleeping in the yard, and just like I'm a hermit now.
Okay. That is a thing that you are going to do. Do you want to spend some time, a downtime point here, to do something while you're outside being a hermit that will help you advance academically? Would you like to do something that would you like to have a scene with a different character you'd like to talk to? Because it does not have to be strictly school related. There are potential where I will give you bonuses moving forward, regardless of what you choose to do. And for the record, I will give you some bonuses for academics in the upcoming sessions if you do well. And I will also potentially give you some advantages if you do poorly, depending on what happens, then who you're talking to, etc. But there will be advantages for anything. So
All that is vanity, Kyle. Because that really matters. Nothing really matters to me.
Can my character go visit him?
Oh, absolutely. Someone just killed me.
Sorry. Guys. So I go out to his like little hut or whatever he's made, his little tent.
Yeah.
And I'm like trying to knock on it, and as I do, I'll just like
I'm just like laying there with it.
Morty? Are you in there?
Go away.
Morty, we're all meeting up to study together in the library. I wanted to see if you were coming because Doyle was asking.
Studying doesn't matter. What's a grade? Everything is just gonna happen the way it goes. I might as well just let it be.
I mean, I don't disagree with that part. Things do just happen the way they happen as the compass wills, but there are things that we can also do to ensure that we're aligned with it. So I think that studying has a lot of merit to it.
Yeah, well, you go study, then I'll be here and I'll probably get whatever the compass destined me to get.
all right, that's the spirit, I guess. And I sleep. I go to the library to study.
Okay. I think because you have not studied with this downtime point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a twofold thing. One is I'm going to have you choose a class or two that from your list of classes that we think would really help if you studied for those classes, right? And we're going to give you a -1 penalty to that roll. You're based on what that is.
Right.
But what I will say is I think there's an opportunity here, and you guys can vote with me,
Okay.
that I think this is an opportunity where you got more confident because you are making some radical choices in your life.
That's where there's a confidence in not caring for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
So I will ask us to vote. Do we think Morty got more confident? I'm voting.
In some weird way, yeah.
Okay, so 3.
I'm not looking for approval from anyone else, so I say yeah.
Okay, so we have moved now because you're at -1.
Yeah.
We're gonna make this a normal one because I don't think this is some significance in the character moment. But I think we're going to move. This based on the mechanics we laid out. You are now +3 to whatever you're rolling on these dice.
Dang.
Wow.
So now that moves from -1 to +2 because you added.
Oh, okay.
So you're at +2 now
That's
for
crazy.
your magical urge to, which is pretty interesting. So I actually really do like that how that turned out. So we're gonna pick 2 classes. I'm gonna ask you to pick a class or 2 that requires study. You're gonna roll -1 of those for academically, but I think you've grown more confident, which I'm pretty down for. I'm also really loving how this mechanic is turning out. It's pretty cool. We'll keep that in mind for the future of TSPC. That's because these types of mechanics are things that make
Yeah, it's
very
interesting.
me very happy. You guys, what would you guys like to do for downtime?
I'll do one of mine first, which is I go to the library, I meet up with Claw and Doyle, and I sit down with them. We have our own like little section that we have, and I go,
Sorry, Doyle. I tried finding Morty, but I think he's just kind of like, in his skills right now.
Yeah, he's like been really like distant lately.
Yeah, well, maybe he just needs some time,
Yeah, like maybe I'll have to like grieve or whatever, but
Yeah. Well, mourning is just a normal part of life. I
Yeah,
guess.
boarding is like everyday life.
Well, grief is what I mean.
Yeah, right, that too. Every day.
And maybe the compass wants him to wrestle with this grief to arrive to a place of acceptance like I have.
Yeah, like he's probably gonna wrestle with his grief every morning. That's why they call it morning. It's not like they don't call it like dinner.
Well, that's a meal. Evening is probably what you're thinking.
Right.
We should study.
Yeah. Sure, let's study.
Which class should I study for?
You'll have enough time, and I'll to let you, because I did 2 for Morty,
Okay.
you have time to study for 2. Which 2
So-
would you like?
So picking 2, should it be the 2 that I would probably need the most help in with like roles?
So I'll tell you.
Because I'm in 6 classes.
Let us do a insight check here
Okay.
to see how you can assess classes.
Okay. 4.
Okay, 4. So I don't think you have a very strong sense of which ones you're going to need help in that way.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not going to lay out the mechanics of how I'm going to make this all
Okay.
this happen.
Okay.
But you can pick. What I will say though, that is obvious to you, is if you're doing these electives or they are less reflective on your grade just because they're electives, right? This is a college, but like the higher level education does not care if you fail like baking 2000.
Because the ones that I have are general adventuring, foreordination studies, potion making and alchemy, valor, advanced dungeon delving, and combat 401.
Right. So stuff like combat 401 and foreordination studies and stuff.
Okay.
So like those things.
So those would be the ones that I should prioritize, probably.
Those are the map. The only thing I will say is something like advanced dungeon delving is advanced, and because it's so advanced, that does mean it might be a bit harder.
I'll probably study. Should I pick 2?
Yeah, you need to pick 2.
Okay, so I'll do advanced dungeon delving then, and I'll also do. What was the other one that you said was like a key one? General adventuring.
Combat, general adventuring, and foreordination studies are all like.
I'll also do foreordination studies just because that is so in line with my character, and I feel like it's very relevant to like what's going on right now.
Of course. So let's roll a d20 for each, and we'll see if you get any bonuses for this. We're gonna add an intelligence check because you're studying for these.
Okay. So 16 plus 2 is 8. 18, sorry. So I was gonna do that for foreordination studies because I have that.
8 for foreordination studies. And then let's do the next one.
And then for advanced dungeon delving, 8. Like actually 8.
Okay, so you will not get any bonuses or penalties for an 8 for the dungeon delving. 18 though is I will let you get a +3 bonus towards that roll when you are going to roll to see if you pass this class.
Okay.
For studying well in this way overall though, you do get 1 academic score.
Okay.
Okay? We will wrap up this episode with whatever you wanted to do.
Oh yeah, awesome.
Crazy.
Welcome everyone to another episode of TSPN Junior. All right, last episode it was great. We were talking about Derek Daisy and all the Niemens he went through, and then he dropped 50 ball the other night, and I'm just so proud of him. Claude, what did you think of that game?
Dude, he dropped 50. It was like a 50 burger. It was great.
It was great. I'm so inspired by his story. He was the youngest MVP ever, and like those Niemens really derailed his career, but he dropped 50.
Yeah, I mean, I never had a 50 burger because, I play a lot of defense.
Yeah.
But one day I'll get a 50 burger in life and it's going to taste so sweet.
Was a fried fries.
Fried fries. Anyways, last time we had this guest on, it was a hit. We got so many views. So this is a very special episode. We're bringing in Milo, and for some reason he looks so much more handsomer than me, and he's kind of taller. So Milo, how you doing?
Hey, you're my greatest rival? You definitely not. I'm surpassed you in every way.
Oh, we'll see about that. All right. Well, I'm so proud to have you here, and I wanted you here specifically.
Yeah.
Right?
Me?
To announce
Yeah.
my farewell tour.
What?
I will be retiring from Calvin Ball. And I want you to know that you will never, ever get to beat me because I'm retired. And you'll never get a chance to beat me because I'm retired now.
What?
So now, I want everyone to know that this is my farewell tour, and you, my rival who I respect so much but really hate.
I hate you.
Oh yeah, I respect you too. And I want you to know that as I retire, you never got to beat me, and our record is 4-0. So, do with that as you will. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. What up? I guess there's no point of this podcast anymore either, because I'm retiring. See you later.
That's so good.
Wow. Does he get an academic point for that?
Yeah, because he was doing media and broadcasting, he does.
Yeah,
He was doing media broadcasting and talking about Kelvin Ball, so that's two.
That's 2 points.
I would say that's 2 points, yeah, because this is part of your Kelvin Ball. Like every single Kelvin Ball player is encouraged to do alternative things related to Kelvin Ball, but like to develop other skills. So yeah, actually, I would give you points for that.
That's wild.
That's crazy.
You got the wizard, you got the ranger. What I mean to say is you got class. You got the elf, the human, the halfling. Make my heart race so fast. Amulet is glowing and my feet are unstable. Wondering if we could have a little convo above the table. Got my moral compass pointed right at you. Wanna see where we'll go. I was waiting for some bardic inspiration so I could let you know I like the way that you roll. 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 Got my moral compass pointed right at you, cause I wanna see where we'll go. I was waiting for some bardic inspiration so I could let you know I like the way that you roll. 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 And then probably 8 bars of some rap. Of like, I rolled a D1, I got a D2, and blah, 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 you know, we'll make it happen.